wavy babies, it's Ocean Sims and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to a speed build, no, not a speed build, a renovation of the Pinecrest apartments in, what world is this in anyway? Oh yeah, it's in Conversation. Okay, so these are the apartments that are in Conversation that comes with the Sims 4 Eco Lifestyle expansion pack. And to be honest with you, raise your hand if you were like so excited and thrilled that, you know, we got apartments within this pack, but you're just like, you get into the apartments and they're not what you like. I don't even know how to explain it, but I just wasn't feeling them. To be honest with you, I'm not feeling the style, the color scheme and everything in the apartments. I feel like they came off a bit cold, and not the kind of cold that I like. It just was so weird. It was like a mix of like modern and I don't know. I just wasn't really feeling them. And I actually renovated the apartments in Grimm's Quarry. I renovated one of those apartments, and I'll link that at the end of the video so that you can check that out. And I kind of like to renovate apartments. I could just visualize like me playing with a sim in the apartment. So it's definitely my style. It definitely reads in my style, which I'm kind of like a minimal type of person. I love like clean white lines. I love like a cold but slightly warm looking apartment. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, you know, I just felt like, you know, this one needed a little TLC, and I kind of wanted to look like you just moved in here. It could definitely use, you know, some new flooring, possibly even new walls, but it kind of gives you this feel that like it's kind of new, but it's not new at the same time. Kind of like someone lived here prior to and just moved all their things out, but the walls look like they could use a little bit of repainting or something like that. You can see here that I have the grid turned off because for some reason when I am doing like renovations in apartments, I tend to like turn the grid off sometimes because I don't know what it is. It's just like I feel like I can place the items down better when I don't see all those lines in the way. They kind of like give me a headache. So it does look a little weird. I don't know if you know you're used to seeing like build videos without the grid, but yeah, I definitely toggled that off. So I hope you guys don't mind that, because it definitely helps me like place the objects and really get a feel for how it would look if my sim was playing in this actual apartment itself. So I call this the first apartment because I wanted to, originally I was just gonna have this move-in ready for you where I just had the bathroom furnished and the kitchen furnished, but I wanted to actually really make it look like someone lived here. So I envision a sim that maybe, you know, just got his or her first apartment and they have very little furniture. They're trying to, you know, keep everything afloat with maybe a part-time job. Maybe they work as a freelancer. Maybe they, you know, again, work as a part-time job. Maybe they also go to school. I just envision that whoever lives in this apartment, again, is somewhat organized. They're pretty neat. Like I don't have a bunch of furniture and paintings and decorations everywhere. And when I looked back at it, I look at some other people's like builds and renovations and everything kind of looks cohesive. And while I think it looks cohesive to an extent, I do feel like it looks more realistic and realistically lived in, as opposed to everything's decorated like with a certain, like everything makes sense. And I tend to decorate like that. I realize that I kind of just place things in the way that like in real life, like would I have a bunch of like class A paintings on the wall? Like no, I'd probably have a calendar and like nothing else on the wall. So I'm not the best decorator, and like this apartment is very plain. Also, I am renovating this in winter time, the season of winter in Eco Lifestyle. So the actual lighting looks kind of drab and dreary, but in summertime it does look a little bit more warmer or whatever. But I do love the way that the light hits certain areas, like in the kitchen. I love the way that the light hits, and then by the front door against the desk that I place, it looks really nice too. But as you can see in the bedroom, I added like some plants, and I kind of went with this like white-ish scheme. I love like clean white lines, very minimal decorations and stuff, and that's because I'm just like that. And like I wish that my actual place reflected that, because that's how my dream place would probably look. I literally overused this season's bed and this rug and probably almost everything, like every Sims household I play in. I feel like I reused these items a lot. I don't know why, they're just like my favorite. I really love these counters that I place in the kitchen because they look very like run down and simple. I am dying for new kitchen counters, and that's why I'm super glad that with the Sims 4 Snowy Escape expansion pack that we are getting new counters and new cabinetry, because I love just counters that I actually see in real like real homes, you know. I feel like some of the counters we have forever, and so we definitely need some more of that. Give us another cool kitchen stuff pack version 3 with like 10 times more items. I feel like we didn't even get like enough kitchen items. And the kitchens, bedrooms, and living rooms are like my favorite part of a Sims house. The kitchen and the bedroom just really have to look a certain way for me, and so I love like a more lived in looking, not lived in because again, like I don't have a lot of decorations. Like there's a way that you can do lived in without a lot of clutter, and I'm not like someone that likes a lot of clutter or whatever, but I was really like not about to post this at all because I felt like, wow, this is extremely plain. Like dang, like I barely furnished this apartment, as you can see. But when I'm looking back at it, I kind of like it. Like I feel like if you were to move your sim in here, it feels kind of airy, and again, it just feels like you just moved in. It feels like you have the opportunity to put paintings on the wall, and you have opportunities to decorate and add curtains and things like that you normally do over time in an apartment. That's kind of like where I feel like my build style or renovation style is like kind of aiming at. I really want it to be something where like you can kind of build it up over time. I tried to add a little bit of like decorations and like those little pine looking line wall decorations that came with eco lifestyle, but I felt like that was too much, so I went with a cutting board instead. And I love that cutting board so much because I don't know, I keep my cutting board like right beside my stove or whatever too, and I really like that. I try not to use like a lot of packs, but I believe I ended up using like a hodgepodge of packs like selectively here and there, so I hope it's not too much. But I really love this. I love the layout so much, and I think I'm going to redecorate this apartment again with like a different type of like flooring, walls, and like objects, because I really love the layout. Like I love that like you walk into your apartment and you're greeted with your living room, you go straight back in the hallway and there's the kitchen. I love that like if you come out the room, you know, as opposed to heading straight to the living room, you might go and get some breakfast and head to the kitchen instead. You can go ahead and make a right and just take a shower, get yourself together. Like I visualize my sim like doing things in the builds or whatever that I do have on the channel, which is not a lot, but I do love that like everything that I do place in like my speed build or renovation playlist is like genuine things that I am proud of, or that, you know, I actually took the time to do, because I'm not really a building channel, more so based on LPs and things like that. So if you're new to my channel, I'm definitely not a builder, but I am like getting my feet wet and really trying to do things that will gear me to do more building and stuff. And with the Sims 4 Snowy Escape, I really want to try and build like a little like Japanese inspired home, like a more traditional looking home, and then also like the more modern ones. And then I also kind of want to go for maybe even like a little restaurant. I'm dreaming big. I'm dreaming really big, but I've been like stalking Pinterest for like Japanese inspired builds and stuff. So I'm really hoping that I can pull that one up for you. Oh, I love how I added the mirror in the hallway, because I feel like whoever lives here might stop and check out their outfit and just make sure they look good for the day before they head out for work or whatever the case may be. Again, like this is a very like user friendly, clean apartment. And I love that. I even added a thermostat, in the build as well, and the Sims 4 mosquito stuff pack little frame so you could add pictures, and I love it. I love the way it came out. It looks so clean and so nice, and I really hope that you guys enjoy it too. And just want to say again, I keep growing and growing and growing. I see so many new wavy babies and so many new supporters. I just want to say thank you again. It's so exciting to like see yourself grow and like see people that just vibe with you for you. Like it's just so dope. It's so cool. I love it. I also overuse that painting a lot. Did I really put that there? I really use that painting a lot. It's really hard when you like don't really build and you just use what you're comfortable with. But hey, it's all right. It's all right. It's my style. I don't know. I'm going to try and switch it up, but I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Just keep simming. Always, always, always stay wavy. And I will see you in the next video. Alrighty. Peace out.